can do this again.
We weren't going to make the same mistake twice.
To be made captain was a massive thing. It felt really important for me just at that time. I wasn't that long out of treatment for a gambling addiction, and I was still probably in the early stages of recovery, and this gave me a massive focus. To be a leader and try and be a proper leader.
I wanted so badly to win an All-Ireland and to be an All-Ireland champion within my own right, and we very, very nearly blew it.
When we went into the All-Ireland final, I wouldn't say we sleptwalk into it, but we were definitely slightly complacent going into that game. We nearly lost it.
And being 3 points up with 4 or 5 minutes to go, we should have had the know-how to kill the game.
Very much below par the first day, and it wasn't going to be acceptable. And we had more appreciation and more respect for Crokes, I think, after the first day.
To be fair to them, they showed resilience and I suppose experience in that team. They ended up picking off the last 3 points and forced a replay, really.
Still talking about the steps that I take, because I've been in Kerry a couple of times. I've had 70-year-old women, 12-year-old kids telling me that I took too many steps, and I cannot argue with them.
And then at the end of the game, it was, we'll say for the equalising point, it was very, very tough to take, to be honest. On the first day, I suppose, Crossmaglen they certainly didn't perform, and we knew that. We were on the second day. We were a bit fearful of it.
They obviously put down a marker. They said, listen, we're not going to let these fellas in effect bully us, really.
There was a calmness and a composure to what we were doing.
We would have fancied ourselves with our inside forward line with Cullum and Kieran O'Leary. We felt the two of them inside were a potent inside line.
They were just running in droves, and it was just running, and we weren't able to contain that, like, you know.
I think we were a completely different animal in Portlaoise.
They hit us hard.
Crokes were very much in the game at half time, but I knew by the way we started the game that there was only going to be one winner.
We ended up, it was sort of relentless, where we were able to break them down, turn them over.
Like, the thing about the gooch was that, like, he could hurt you in a lot of different ways. Whenever you're analysing Crokes, you spend a good bit of time on Colin Cooper. Fancy a fairly hefty tackle on the gooch. He gave away a penalty against them.
If this goes in, like, this is really game on here. You know, the pressure's going to be on us.
Missed the penalty. Obviously there was the incident, we'll say, where one of the McEntee twins got 2 yellow cards.
He received a second yellow card, but obviously the ref hadn't wrote down at all on his book, we'll say. So everyone was going mad on the line saying, look, he's already after been booked.
Everything that could go wrong is going badly here.
I remember even at one stage myself then getting up to get one from play, sort of fairly late on in the game, but it just didn't look like we were tiring after that. I think if anything, we started to just get stronger, and we finished in complete control.
It was it's just really hard to take, like, you know.
We felt we were good enough to win it. We felt that we'd probably done enough the first day to win it. There's no prizes for runners-up.
That feeling standing beside Oisín that day, I would have said maybe at the time, I'm delighted for you. That group, to see him and to see the delight that there was in his face, because it would have only been 12 or 18 months later, it would have been a very tough thing for him to come out and speak about a gambling addiction.
At the final whistle, I didn't think anything about football, to be honest. There was a word that kept springing into my mind every now and again. I kept pushing it out before the final, and that was redemption. This is about football, but for me, it was more than that.